Yes, friends, welcome back. Welcome in. This is Candy K all day. Yes, Kitty K had all of these streams set up in StreamYard, and I clicked on the wrong one, and I was starting to talk about Shoptalk. And Vlogtober is our discussion topic for today as we talk shop as content creators. And I was doing that all over there on my friends, the crispy thumbnail is yeah. Anyway, I have to fix that later, but we are late to the party. So thank y'all for joining me. Thank you all for rejoining me on the correct stream, y'all. It can happen to anybody, y'all. You just got to learn to shift with that thing, okay? Don't let it ruin your day. Shift with it. Thank you for joining us again. Welcome Debbie Sue. Welcome Ashley 2005. Thank you for all of those gift memberships today. And some of those folks, I hope they find their way back to the correct stream, because now I'm double checking it now. Should have done that before. This is episode of 37 of Shop Talk, our content creator makerspace. Y'all go ahead and connect, collaborate, and grow your channel in the chat. But if you would like to join me on stage and gain the watch hours on your channel, go ahead and join me now. I will share the link so that you can do so. It will be labeled co-host, and it will have the word StreamYard in it. I'll do that right now. And it will be posted at the top of the chat for all who might want to see that and join and connect their own channel, friends. Yes, friends. And Kyle, I don't know any of the things that you were asking me about. It's too hard for me to understand because I had some trouble with starting this stream. But so the only channel that I'm aware of is Kyle Vlogs, and so I know you on that channel, so you're welcome to join as a co-host using that channel, and all the other things we'll have to talk about that at a different time. Okay, friend? Thank you so much. Thank you. You know, I just found this. I was looking for the glasses, and I found this necklace, and it had this bracelet with it. So I just said, Kitty K did all that, right? Kitty K did all of those things all at once, right? Instead of me watching this right here. Yes. Yeah. No harm, no foul. Yeah. Kitty K couldn't even start this stream. Okay. I couldn't even get on the right stream, friends. This is one of them days, y'all. I did a live stream this morning for Meal Prep Monday. Y'all, why did I think today was Monday? And today is Thursday. Now, y'all, this is really troubling to my spirit, y'all. That is really troubling to my spirit. Hey there, Miss Do It Yourself. Miss Do It Yourself. I'm love seeing you, friend. I love it. Y'all, thank you all so much. Yes, friends. We over here talking shop. But Kenny K was talking shop on the wrong stream, so I got to go over there and reset that and all those things. But y'all, this is the Content Creator Makerspace. It is 1 hour of power. It is live Q&A because Kenny has to finish her work day, her real life work day that pays me my real life full-time paycheck. You know, that part, right? So this will be an hour of power. Irregardless of that, I started this on the wrong stream. Yes. I thank the friends who are bringing that to my attention now. Y'all, the friends. Yes, so this has to be an hour of power because they're contacting me. Yeah, but that's what I do. And that's what we all do, friends. Yes. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. And this is Candy K all a day. I want to invite you to join me. Let me make sure that friends can join me. So let me pop over here. There's so many things to do as a new content creator, and I sometimes share those with you. It says data is in. Oh, y'all. YouTube is having some trouble with all of the content creators who are in these YouTube streets during the month of October for Vlogtober. But since we're talking Vlogtober, let's talk Vlogtober. Yes. Yeah. So let's start a poll here to increase the engagement on this. Welcome in, friends. Okay, so I've started a poll, and the poll is very relevant to the content that we're discussing today for Shop Talk. Shop Talk is just our content creator makerspace where we just talk shop as content creators. If you have a question about Vlogtober or anything as a content creator, be that monetization and be that watch hours, all of those things, if you want to join me on panel and co-host this stream with me, if you are in need of watch hours, I was just like a you friend, and now I need watch hours for a different purpose. That purpose is monetization, because Kitty K is now to and through full monetization. Okay. Yes. And so I'm now getting those YouTube checks. Can't wait until this time next week, because I will have my next YouTube check in hand. And actually, it is my September revenue check. It is paid in October. For instance, in November, I will receive my October revenue check for the revenue that was generated by putting ads next to, in, before, at the end of, and in the middle of my content. Yes, this stream does have ads rolling, so you might in fact receive some breaks in this stream so that ads can roll, and when they roll, y'all let that train keep on rolling. Would you please? Would you do me that one? I'm in this stream right this moment. Before I proceed with the conversation, I want to pin this to the top. I pin the message to the top so that friends won't have to ask me again about the link to co-host this stream with me. Y'all, thank you for rocking and riding with me. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Shop Talk. So let's get down to the meat of the matter, friends. Let's get down to the meat of the matter. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes to the pop-up ads. Yes. Yes, friends. So there's so many ways to collaborate and to grow your channel using Shop Talk. I do 3 live streamed episodes a week. Y'all, don't, no harm, no foul if I only get 2 of those 3 done. But my goal is always to try to do 3 live streamed episodes a week that will allow you to learn, number one, learn a little bit more about YouTube than what you already knew. Or if you do think you know everything there is to know about YouTube, then I need to sit with you and sit under your umbrage anyway, right? Because Kitty K, even though I'm fully monetized now, there is still so much for me to learn, and I learn by doing. And so that's why I'm happy to share all that I've learned as a content creator in these YouTube streets, and continue to share that with anyone who comes to Shop Talk. So y'all, I want to welcome each of you to this conversation. Taxes and monetization. Ooh, that is a good topic. I will do that coming up. But let's go ahead and put that on the screen. I love that. How do the taxes for monetization on work? So they take out minimal taxes, the minimum required. Okay, largely you are working as a contract worker. That's the kind of the relationship that you have with YouTube, the YouTube Partner Program, and with AdSense, meaning they're hiring you almost just as a vendor, right? And so I'm not an employee of YouTube, okay? I'm just getting the YouTube check, right? They're giving me payment for the service of allowing them to post ads on my content. And so think about it that way. As a contractor, then you've got to file those taxes for yourself. They will send you what they call a 1099 form. Okay. So you're going to fill out the 1099 form, and then you are saying that you understand that you have to file taxes for your earnings. Okay. And I don't, this is a lot. This will be a multi-part series. Okay. Because this is a lot, and this is a great time, Miss Do It Yourself, to talk about the taxes, because Candy K, taxes are a concern for me as well. So friends, they take out the minimum. When you get your YouTube check, it will say to you, the caveat will be this: here is your check. This is what you're going to be receiving between the 21st and the 26th of every month. Okay. As long as you meet that minimum threshold of $100 in ad revenue. And so friends, then the taxes, those taxes are like the minimum that they have to take out, right? Then you will receive just like you receive from your full-time job, your any other part-time jobs you're going to get your tax document. And it's going to say, but you made all of this money from AdSense and the YouTube Partner Program. If this is what you made, this is how much we took out, pennies on the dollar. Okay. They only took out pennies on the dollar. Okay. So you're going to be taxed. Okay. Because they've taken out just $1 or $2. Okay. Out of $100, they're only going to take about $2 or $3, right? They're not even going to take $30 of it. It's just going to be very minimal. So just understand there is going to be some tax liability that you understandably have to shoulder that. Okay. You're making revenue in the United States of America. And so you're going to have a tax liability because of that. Yeah. So just keep that in mind. Okay. That you're going to have to pay taxes on that money. And then that's going to be combined with all of your other income. However, you can treat the YouTube Partner Program as a business. So I would tell you, so that I can wrap this thing up and put a bow on it, because we're talking about Vlogtober, but I want to honor Miss Do It Yourself for the question. Friends, what you need to do is start doing the longer forms, okay? If you've been filing a 1040 EZ as far as your taxes, what you need to do this year, if you're a fully monetized channel, is you need to file a Schedule C. That's as soon as I say Schedule C, that triggers, hey, you're in the long forms. But friends, you don't have to go pay a CPA, a certified public accountant, $300 or $400. No, friends, you're just a new and small YouTube channel. You can still use H&R Block online. You can still use the federal government as of today. Who knows, y'all? Things are changing in this country rapidly. Y'all better make preparations or watch and pray. The Bible says that, and make preparations, y'all. But at this moment, we do have a free, based on your income, federal income tax e-filing system, and you can still do the long form on that, okay? But where you itemize your deductions. That's what I mean by doing a Schedule C. And itemize your deductions, because on that Schedule C, you're going to create yourself your own small business as a YouTube content creator. Yes. And then you can itemize all the expenses you've had, your cell phone bill, your subscription to that music service, all of the little things. Okay. If you use the paid version of Canva, not just the free version, to make your thumbnails and your editing and all of the things, right? Any of the things that you purchased for your channel as a content creator, all those things can be itemized, and it can help reduce your tax liability. Okay. But you got to itemize. Okay. You can't just use the standard deduction. You got to itemize, friends. Okay. So that's how the taxes work. They take next to no taxes. Okay. So you're going to pay them all at the beginning of 2026 when you file your taxes by April 15th annually. Yes, a friend. So let's move on. Let's move on, because that is a multiple series. But you're right, I'm long overdue for that. But that it was on my list. So thank you for bringing that forward and reminding me of that, friends. So I don't know how we got way down in there. So let me go here first, and let me get the visuals back in order. Kendi Gay, how did you get your stuff out of order? Okay, so we're talking all about Vlogtober today, friends. Welcome in, welcome in. You are in the right place at the right time. Perfect timing, y'all. Perfect timing. And thank you for joining me for this episode of Shoptalk. This is our content creator makerspace, and Kendi K. I will absolutely welcome in Mrs. G, your favorite auntie. However you phrase that now, I love it. I love that for you. It's all about branding. It's all about marketing. Y'all, that's why I love YouTube, because this is my playground. This is so much fun. Yes, to me. And I hope it is for you, because I hope you wouldn't be doing anything that it is not fun for you. And YouTube is certainly fun for me. And now I'm able to make a little bit of revenue with it. It gets real fun then. Right? It gets real fun. Yes, you're not late at all. You are just in time to the party, friends. So let's talk a little bit about this. Let's talk about Vlogtober, friends. It is October, otherwise known in these YouTube streets as Vlogtober, VLOG. And what is a vlog? Okay, so it's the month of October, 31 days. That means you have 31 days to do more in these YouTube streets. That is the point of Vlogtober. Just do more in these YouTube streets. Why? Because you have the opportunity to move closer to partial monetization and perhaps even reach full monetization between the months of October and December 31 at the end of the year. Use that as a goal post, right? Make a goal for yourself for Vlogtober, the month of October. And then starting in November, we call that period from November to December, we just call it Vlogmas. Christmas is Vlogmas. And y'all know we start as soon as we hit November, we're already thinking about what? December. So we just go ahead and start rolling out your November and your December content for Vlogmas. That's what Candy K is going to do. Pro tip. That's what Candy K is. I'm not waiting until December, baby. Candy K gets right on out there before things get hectic in the real streets and the YouTube streets. I will already be getting my content in. Yes. Yes, 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 friends. So thank you all for joining us, and we want to thank Miss Do It Yourself for the great question to kick us off, because every episode of Shop Talk is a live a Q&A. So what is a vlog for Vlogtober? A vlog is a video log about yourself, okay? It's whatever you want to make it, okay? Think about a video log, a vlog as a diary of some sort, okay? And so you can capture these moments for Vlogtober 2025. You can capture these moments for your children, for your grandchildren, for your friends, for yourself, right? Just growth for yourself. Yes. Absolutely. And I love Vlogtober, and I love fall, because Candy K, y'all, 50, hashtag 50, y'all. Join me this Saturday for Candy K's 50th birthday bash. Yes, yes, yes. So think about all these things that happened in the month of October. We had the fall equinox, right? These days are getting shorter, right? Because it gets darker sooner. Yes, friends, we have Halloween. Think cozy content. Y'all think, yes, yes, soups, fall soups. I've already been a part of one collaboration. And think about your YouTube community and concentrate on those things, right? Yes, friends, your goal here is just simply to boost your consistency. Okay. What is consistency for you as far as you rolling out good content in these YouTube streets on your channel? Content of any kind. Right. So that's how Candy K is interpreting Vlogtober. I want to do more in these YouTube streets using this whole interest in Vlogtober and fall vibes, the change of the season. Let's do something different. And y'all, we're trying to build healthy habits in my lifestyle, okay, as I try to live the next 50 years better than these first 50 years, right? I'm just trying to be a better me. So I'm working with a registered dietitian, and Kitty K is locked in with Shop Talk, 3 live streamed episodes 3 times a week, coming straight to you absolutely free. I'm inviting you to come co-host each of these streams with me, and I'll give you a little mini interview, let you share your channel with the world. Friends, this is what we do on Shop Talk. Everything is free for Shop Talk. Try out new things, try formats. I did some collaborations already, and I can't wait to do even more. Y'all, you're going to see all these things during this episode of today. This is what we do over here on Shop Talk. If this is your first time, welcome in, friends. Let me say that again. If this is your first time joining us for Shop Talk, welcome in, friends. Welcome in. This is Candy K all day. And friends, this is Shop Talk. We are the Content Creator Collective. Y'all, go ahead and continue to drop your channel links in the chat. You can do that as many times as you want. Yes, we appreciate you joining us for this episode of Shop Talk. This is our Content Creator Maker space. We're talking about all things Vlogtober, friends. All things Vlogtober. So kind of just lean into that seasonal theme of October. The season is changing. The weather is getting cool and crisp. The leaves on the trees are changing colors. Those are on the deciduous trees, as at least, okay? And all of those things. Think about your personality, combine that with Vlogtober as a theme, and y'all, hashtag winning, hashtag winning. Speaking of hashtags, would you drop this in the chat for me? What are your favorite hashtags to add to the description box of your videos and your Vlogtober content? What are some of the favorite hashtags that you use? Would you drop those into the chat now? Y'all, we share everything during Shop Talk. It's a virtual live stream Q&A for small and new content creators. This is a sharing space, and that's what makes it a safe space for content creators to grow. What are your favorite hashtags that you use in the description box and in the titles? Yes, we want look at my friend. Y'all, we got a friend, and show me a thumbs up if you're ready for me to bring you up on stage. I'm ready to bring my friend up on stage. Friends, show me thumbs up if you're ready to go, friend, before, and I'll bring you right on up. So I'm just waiting on that friend, one of my favorites in these YouTube streets at this moment, to give me that a thumbs up. A friend, make sure that you are connected. If you want your watch hours, make sure you are connected. Did you connect back to your home stream and create your own stream? I don't see that you are connected to me. Let me recycle my page, friend, because I don't see that you're connected. It would have asked you what your YouTube name is, and I gotta put us all back where we belong. Yes. Kyle, I don't see that you're connected, Kyle. Somebody else. I'm speaking with our friend, and I'm about to bring our friend to the stage. Welcome in, y'all. It is Melinda G.
Hello, hello, everyone.
Hey, lady. Hey, hey, lady. Hey, how are you, Melinda G?
I'm doing great. Hope you all are.
We are just fine. And now that Kitty K has us on the correct stream. Do you know I was over there talking shop talk over there on Coffee and Conversations?
Uh-oh.
Kenny K has a lot to fix, but Melinda G, you've got a great clear picture and sound coming your way. And so why don't you just share, y'all? I want to introduce to some the one, the only Melinda G. She is a new content creator in these YouTube streets. Y'all, 10 out of 10. I'm going to let her do her thing and share a little bit about her channel. And then Kitty K is going to bring up the rear because there's a lot to tell with Melinda G. Melinda, tell us a little bit about your channel and let that lead us right on into how are you using Vlogtober as a theme on your channel?
So I am a lifestyle, refreshes, DIYs, you name it. Got to do with the house, I do it. I'm using Vlogtober as a way to get myself out there, being consistent with posting every day. Yeah, it's been rough, but your girl has been doing it. I'm enjoying it though.
Yes, I am too. I ditto everything Melinda G said. Okay, lean into that. Okay, it is not easy doing Vlogtober. Candy K never started YouTube so that I could post every day. Okay. But I said, okay, because friends were challenging me. Y'all were challenging me in the YouTube streets. Y'all said, you are Kitty K, are you up for the challenge? Kitty K, are you going to do Vlogtober? I said, well, okay then. It's my birthday month. Okay. So that will help with the theme. I'm like, I can do this. I can do this. Y'all, day 16, y'all, it's about to take me out. It is about to take me out. So I thank you, Melinda G. So just speaking to that and from a content creation perspective, we are small, we are learning, we are new at this thing, but y'all posting every day is a challenge. And so one thing that I've done, Melinda G, is that I said, okay, I know I won't be able to put out a new long format video every day. Okay. A vlog as traditionally.
Right.
But what Kenny K has vowed to do, I adjusted that thing. I tweaked it. I made it a Kenny K style. Okay. One that is going to still help me build my consistency, increase my stamina for content creation and all the like. I said, I'll put out something every day. It can be a long format video. It can be a live stream. It might be a short. Mm-hmm. Or
Right.
it could even be a community post. I'm just going to stay connected on my channel by dropping new content for all 31 days of October. Yes.
You made a good point. Starting because all I do are vlogs or the long form video, and that is draining. But like you said, community posts, I never thought about that. I'm consistent. I'm posting. I'm in connection with my community. Yeah, I think I could do that. Can add that in there.
And your community posts, when I think of Melinda G, because y'all, I love me some Melinda G, okay? Because let me just first, I'm not, y'all, it's a lot. Y'all might be concerned about my mental health if I showed y'all the living room, my great room at this moment. It is a hot mess, okay? It is a hot mess. But think about your community post, Melinda G, and they allow now up to 10 photos. You can post up to 10 different photos, okay? But Melinda G, the way Melinda G, y'all, can go into a room, okay, including her son's bathroom, okay? She can go in there, okay, and do her thing, okay? All with this great music playing in the background. I said,
Music is my motivation.
I need the music. I don't have the music. That's why the rooms look like they look now, y'all. That's why Kitty K only sits in this kitchen, and because I can halfway keep it clean, right? But baby, it's a hot mess. I'm telling you, y'all, it's a hot mess, right? But the way Melinda G goes into a room and transforms a space, okay? She's going room to room throughout her house, transforming every space. Melinda G, give the folks some befores and afters. Yes. If you cannot keep your long format content, but you are dropping that long form content, baby, you are dropping that long format content. Keep doing what you're doing. I love your presence in these YouTube streets, Melinda G. I love yesterday. I don't know when you posted that with the walk and your outfit. The outfit was speaking fall, baby. Fall, 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 fall. I said, look at Melinda G. I love that. You did a great job with that. You really did.
I appreciate it. Stepping out of the box,
baby, and step out with your gingham pattern on your jacket, your jeans. I think you had on a little boot with that. Oh, it was great. It was giving fall vibes, all of it. And again, starting to see how you're going to move in these YouTube streets and the directions, and I'm here for all of it. Thank you, y'all. I'm partial to Melinda G now because I rocks with her because she's a lady of a particular age, like myself, and that's what we do, friends. That's what we do. I don't know how to do it. That's what we do.
Clock it.
Yes. So yes, makes me think of Miss Do It Yourself. She also, y'all, these ladies here are whizzes with their small hand tools and power tools. They know how to do all of those things. Okay, Candy K, I will. You don't know, Melinda G, how many shelves that I have bought in pretty little boxes, and that is where they remain until I return the box to the store or send it back to Amazon, because Melinda G pulls that stuff out of those boxes, and next thing you know, by the end of her video, she has plopped it up on the wall and added some hints of fall to everything. She's gone, as she goes through every room. First of all, she's going to clean it within an inch of its life, okay? Washing walls and all of that. And she took me out one day, y'all. I'm telling you, I've been to watch her content, baby, because I love it so much. 10 out of 10, Kitty K highly recommends. But she said this, whatever you had in your spray bottle, tell us what you keep in your spray bottle, if you want to. Or they can have to come over to your channel and watch. You tell us.
No, I'll give you just a smidge of what I have in one of my bottles. Okay. I am a Dawn girl, and I love the way Gain smells. So I'll put a little bit of the Gain, a little bit of the Dawn, some water, and a little alcohol, shake it up, and get to scrubbing.
Y'all, she has given us the secret sauce.
Yeah.
Thank you. But what you said one day, she said, what now? I said, Melinda, she said, what now? She said, it has she said her spray with that Gain scent involved in it. She said it has her in a chokehold. I said, hey, that's what I'm talking about, Melinda G. You better give the people something. And she is giving all of it to us. I love that you always have a vibe with the music going. So if you are into music, and yeah, I clearly think that is what is going on with me. I'm having so much trouble getting powering through, cleaning up every one of my rooms. And I really need to get myself together because the holidays are rolling in quickly. I need to go one room at a time. Melinda G goes one room at a time. Y'all, I love that you just show us, right? Because everybody in their bedroom has a myriad of things piled up on that dresser by the TV, those nightstands, and Melinda G just she gives us because it is so real for
Mhm.
all of us. We all have that situation. I know I do.
Yeah.
Melinda G.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
love your content, Melinda G.
Yeah,
I
I
love your content.
yeah.
You talk about your husband, you talk about your children, and you talk about what prompted you to start your channel.
Mhm.
And I just love all of that. It is raw, it is real, and we've all been there, sister. And you are making the most of it by starting a YouTube channel.
Mhm.
And I'm just so glad to see you in these YouTube streets. I'm also glad to have you sharing the stage with me today as a co-host so we can talk about all things of Vlogtober.
Yes.
Have you do new content today for day 16 of Vlogtober, Melinda G?
I'm working on it now. I'm working on it. I was a little slow. Girl was out last night. I was supposed to be on a panel last night. Had to tap out. I had to tap out. So it'll be up later on this evening.
And
Yeah.
Melinda G, you're right. She talked about her little night panels. So she has been joining panels at night. What a way to collaborate. This is a safe space, and I saw you over there with Elevated Chills
That's my
joining.
guy. That's my guy.
He is my guy too. He is my guy too. He is so genuine, so pure,
Mhm.
creating
Yep.
another safe space for content creators, y'all. That's how you do it. Collaborate and glow and grow and glow too, y'all. This is how you learn, and by connecting yourself with good people, good creators who are doing things that you can appreciate. Now, if you find yourself, and if it hasn't happened yet, you will find yourself amongst company that you don't want to be around. Then what you do, you just tiptoe right out of those spaces,
Yeah,
okay? But
definitely.
when you find a safer space, the Lord will tell you it's God, okay, letting you know, oh, this is fine. This is just fine. Test it out. Test out the waters. Kitty K can join anybody's panel that late at night. Kitty K, Kitty K, my body says rest. And so I enjoy being able to log in, check out Melinda G, check out Elevated Chills, and all the other creators that come and just share what they're thinking. He has all these little timely topics of discussion, and he changes them every night. They're great. They are great. And I love to being able to support him and support other creators like Melinda G, who pop on over there and share and offer their insights.
Definitely.
Yes. Do you know what you're going to do? You said you're working on something for us for Vlogtober Day 16. Is it going to be a vloggy vlog, a long format video, a live stream? Is it going to be a short or maybe even a community post? Keep those in mind as well, friends.
Right. Actually, it's gonna be a little vlog. I'm tackling my front porch, so I'm dropping a little fall outside, dropping just a little bit.
She's putting fall outside on the front porch. Of course she is, because that is Melinda G. That is Melinda G. I can't wait to see it. So y'all pop over there, connect with Melinda G.
Yes.
Y'all, her content is gold, 10 out of 10. Kitty K highly recommends it. That's why Kitty K hit a subscribe. I sure did. Yes. We see that love is a blue. I love all the blue, friend. You are just sticking to your channel theme. Love is a blue. Saying that they're going to do a community post today. And I have done that for the last couple of days instead of doing long format content. Though yesterday I did do a long format content. I thought I wasn't going to get it done and get it posted till today, but I did get it done, and I just went ahead and posted it public yesterday. And it's an ASMR Vlogtober vlog showing you the beautiful Pacific Northwest, where I spend. That's where I work. It's from the West Coast, and so I mostly work at home, but then I go and work in person. You know, as needed, and that need was there. Y'all, thank you for joining us. Well, let's keep pushing on as we discuss all things of Vlogtober for those who don't know, okay? And so if you had a question about Vlogtober, y'all drop those in the chat. If you have questions about anything related to content creation, drop those in the chat. I want to share with my co-host Melinda G. I just want to share a little bit before we move on as we talk about all things Vlogtober. I want to share with you the live stream that I did this morning because I was super excited because it had been several days, y'all. This, if I'm not mistaken, I did Shoptalk on Sunday morning as a live stream, and this was actually today. This morning was only my second time going live this week. And so it's been a few days. And so I eased back on in that thing, and I'm super excited that I did. And so far, 691 views on that live stream. Yes, 691 views. Average view duration is a minute and 30 seconds. It was a vertical live stream using my cell phone. I collected some gifts. We had a whole bunch of gifted memberships that came through on that live stream. I added 4 subscribers. Four people took the plunge. Thank you, kind humans that you are. We want to thank Ashley 2005 for gifting so many memberships to Kiddy K's crew during that live stream. Friends, all of the things. And so even though, friends, the average view duration was just a minute and 30 seconds, it's just an average of all viewers during that stream. Y'all, that added up to some, I think, 17 hours of watch time during that live stream. Yes. Okay. So the average was a minute and 30 seconds, but some folks stayed the whole time and some folks stayed half of the time. But whatever it was, y'all, the stream was just a little bit over an hour long on that stream. I was just doing my meal prep. I was out of apples and I said, you know what, I'm going to do a vertical live stream so that I can keep reminding myself how to do a vertical live stream. Friends, let's talk about all of things for Vlogtober for small and growing content creators, friends. So you can batch create your content, friends. Think about what videos are you going to put out this week, okay? If the bandwidth is too much, if the bar is set too high for you to try to do a long format vlog every day for 31 days, do like I did. Say, I'm just going to put out something fresh to my channel viewers every day for 31 days. So sometimes I use posts, sometimes I did shorts, sometimes I did thumbnails. Friends, I have a little 10-second short, and it is 10 seconds long. That's why they call them shorts, friends. Okay. Y'all, that short has over 2,000 views on it. And I said, even skeletons have to go to the potty sometime or something like that. Y'all, apparently everybody found it hilarious. I sure did. I cracked up the whole time when I was creating the short. And so again, that was Vlogtober day something this past week because I just didn't have the bandwidth to try to, and because I work full time, because life be lifing, and it continues to life. I needed to do Vlogtober Kiddy K style, and that's simply to promise myself, commit to myself and to my channel and to my viewers and the subscribers, to the members of Kiddy K's crew. That's Crew of the K, that I would put out fresh content every day. That can include videos, live streams, community posts, and thumbnails. But batch that content. Batch that content. As I created the thumbnail for Coffee and Conversations for this evening, I went right ahead, I batched it and used those same 2 images of myself and creator Dominique, and her channel name is Feminine Health and Wellness. That's what we're going to talk about this evening for Coffee and Conversations. Y'all join us so that you can get to know that new content creator during Coffee and Conversations this evening. So as I created the thumbnail, the 16:9, I also went back and created the 1:1 at the same time because it was so easy to do. I just duplicated that thumbnail, shrunk it down to the right proportions, sizing to a 1:1, and it worked. It worked beautifully. And so you'll start to see post about that this afternoon as soon as this live stream ends. Y'all, welcome in, welcome in. Y'all, another way that I create a sense of community and about Vlogtober and all of my channel is when you type with words a worded comment to me, Kiddy K always goes back and responds in words too. Not just dropping a heart on it, not just hitting the kiss with my photo on it. Nope. Kiddy K always writes you a written comment back because I want you to know that I appreciate you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Yes, friends. Yes. So I want to thank you all for joining me for this episode of Shop Talk. And we are joined today by my host, Melinda G. She is co-hosting this stream with me, y'all. If you are joining and watching us on the replay, thank you, and don't forget to drop in those comments. We want to thank you on behalf of Melinda G and I. We want to thank you for joining us. This is a Candy K all a day. Melinda G. Let's talk through these things. How do you respond in the comments to your viewers and your subscribers? How do you address that?
Definitely. I give them a heart. I give back a reply. I have to reply because I need them to know that I appreciate them taking the time out just to, one, not watch my video, but two, to comment on it. That's big to me. So I make sure I reply to all who comment.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing that perspective. I'm glad we have a similar perspectives on the matter. If someone takes the time and makes the time to pick up their phone, pick up their device, and write us a written comment, I am responding back. Y'all, even with over 1,000 subscribers, I'm still doing that. I absolutely am. As far as a click-through rate, friends, check out your CTR. That is one of the analytics that I am learning to use more and more and become a savvy with. Y'all, you want to check out some of my recent episodes of Shoptalk. If you're not sure what the click-through rate is, always check on your click-through rate, because it will help you to push more traffic to your content. When you have a click-through rate that is less than 2, there is something wrong with your thumbnail or perhaps the title of that thumbnail. And so you want to judge it up. You want to change it. You want to judge that thing up. So always check for the click-through rate. We're looking for something between a 2% and 10% is what YouTube says is a great click-through rate. It'll be closer to 2 if you're a very small content creator, if it has not yet reached 2, and you get a click-through rate. You get a percentage. It's a percentage between 0 and 100%. You get a click-through rate. It's a percentage, and it's between, I didn't say that right, between 0 and 10%. The first goal you want to look for is to try to reach 2% on every one of your videos. If you get to 2%, that's good for a small and new content creator, according to who? To YouTube. Through my analysis and what I've read about the matter, and it seems to work. So anything over 2, if you start getting click-through rates of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that means whatever you did for that thumbnail and the written words, the title that go along with it, that are either next to or underneath, depending on the device, your thumbnail is the picture, okay? And you can include words on the pictures. I do both, some with words, some without. There's lots of discussion on that matter. We'll talk more about thumbnails as well. And at the same time, I'll give you a review of click-through rate. So look for that content coming up. Y'all, I've used all of the information. Anything you write in the chat, that's what we use. Yes. A click-through rate of 2 and 10% is excellent. The closer it is to the 10 means it is just golden. Okay. And you should get a lot of views from that content. If you don't have a click-through rate of at least 2%, you probably, I can tell you 100% of the time, your content is not having a lot of views on it. That's why the click-through rate is in the toilet, so to speak. Yeah, that's what we do. We talk shop, and we learn and understand how to use things like our analytics that are given to us as YouTube creators and available to us through the YouTube Studio app and also through the desktop edition of YouTube Studio. Thank you. I want to thank my moderators, Claire the Missing Link, Gemini Diva 79, and Monique Poe. And Kyle Vlogs was added as a vlog today because he has been a constant supporter on this channel, friends. So y'all don't forget, here's some more pro tips. If you are trying to tiptoe your toe into these Vlogtober waters, y'all, friends, first of all, just go ahead and get started, okay? If you started and you did day 1, day 2, but then life happened, get back in there and finish strong, because this is only day 16. We've got another 16 days to go to get to 31, 15 days to go to get to 31 days. So hey, you still got time. You got 15 days to keep practicing. We're not looking for perfection in these YouTube streets. We're looking for consistency and building stamina for your long game in these YouTube streets. Yes. Yes. So think about a playlist. Think about whatever content you do have. Maybe that's what you put in a community post is a link to a Vlogtober playlist for your channel. Melinda G, co-host, do you have a Vlogtober playlist set up with all of your Vlogtober content to date?
I sure do. I got that tip from you. And not only do I have a Vlogtober playlist, but I'm dropping it into different playlists that I have. Like you said, it can go everywhere. It got-
Yes, yes, y'all. That is a pro tip, not just for Vlogtober, but organize your content into playlists. Think about all the ways that people might want to think about their interests, and people have different interests, y'all. So drop that in there. This episode of Shop Talk is going into my Vlogtober playlist. Okay. And you know that Shop Talk is where we just talk shop as content creators. Melinda G is helping me to co-host this episode 37 of Shop Talk. But this one, because it's about Vlogtober, it's going into Candy K's Vlogtober playlist because I'm listing every piece of content that I'm creating into that playlist for Vlogtober. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm glad that Melinda G and I are both, we feel the same way. Highly recommend that you put all of your Vlogtober content into a playlist and then just take a link of it, hit the share button, and it will show you that link. Copy that link and drop it over into a community post for your viewers and subscribers. Community posts go to all of your recent viewers who have reviewed or watched any of your content for however long, and also your subscribers and any paid members if you are eligible for paid memberships. That's how you do it, friends. You got to grow that community. Welcome in, Monique Poe. Thank you for moderating of this and most of the streams for us. I appreciate all of the moderators. And Kyle Vlogs. Welcome, Kyle, as one of our newest moderators on this channel. Thank you so much, friend. So let's co-host. We're gonna go back and let's look. I want to make sure I'll bring us back up so that you can see us in just a second. But I want to do this big so that everyone can capture these videos. Sometimes people like to take a quick photo with their camera to refer back to later. Think about collaborations. Melinda G just talked about joining Elevated Chills. He's been having some nightly channels and they have been great. And I was so super pleased to see Melinda G over there and in these YouTube streets in the evening hours, offering her perspective on the matter. And just like in this moment, if you join my panel, you are able to open up your own stream. And for every minute, and those minutes add up, friends. They honestly do. They add up. For every minute that you have viewers in your stream that entered through your front door. Melinda G is co-hosting with me today. And so for every minute, those minutes add up to hours. She is gaining watch hours on her channel just by co-hosting this stream with me. I love co-hosting. I love sharing the stage because it was sharing the stage with so many other kind humans, folks like The Source, folks like Chip from the Are You Locked In community, so many others, friends. Queen's Alchemy 22, will never forget Queen's Alchemy because she used to have a segments and called Collab and Grow segments, and those is where she interviewed content creators, and she actually gave me my first interview in these YouTube streets. She interviewed Kendi K all day. Y'all check that out. And if you're interested in any of my interviews, there is an interview playlist called Coffee and Conversations. Absolutely, friends. Friends, I want to thank you. Me and my co-host, Melinda G, want to thank you. Melinda G, I'm going to give you a moment again, friend, and I thank you for this collaboration. Would you share a little bit more about your channel? Because folks may just be coming into the stream, and I want to make sure you have multiple opportunities to share your channel with us.
So as we were saying, I do the DIYs, the cleaning. I actually am dabbling into cooking. So I do have a few videos out there of me cooking, recreating meals that my kids like on the outside that I bring on the inside because it's cheaper and it's more and it's better. So I'm dabbling in that. So
Ooh, I love that.
Mm-hmm. And just watching my house change it's good for me to keep records. Like recently I had to get a roof. When I tell you, I was like, yeah, how are we gonna do this? Got open up the way and we got us a new roof. So I am really just taking it all in, and I'm enjoying it. I hope y'all will come along just to peek at it, see what we got going on. If anything is out there that you like, click that subscribe button. You know, once we lock in, we locked in. We here.
Love Melinda G. Candy K. Hit subscribe. Absolutely, y'all. She's got a vibe. It's the whole vibe. And if you need cleaning motivation, baby, I'm crowning Melinda G. Queen of cleaning motivation, baby. Because not only is she going to clean that thing within an inch of its life, if it can be clean, she's cleaning it, baby. And the transformation from that alone. But then she goes and she's going to juice it up too, right? She's going to change the look of things. You know how you always think, I really need a shelf over there. Melinda G is going to get that shelf and she's going to buy two. And one, she's going to put some little cute things on it. And the other, she's going to make it functional to make things work better in her space for her family. I love you, Melinda G. I love you. I'm so glad to have you with us in these YouTube streets. We want to welcome in Brian from Brian Sports and Entertainment. Welcome in, friends.
Brian.
Welcome in. Yeah, y'all check out Brian's channel. Love his channel too. I'm a subscriber over there as well. Love is blue. We appreciate you, friend. That blue is popping in that chat. I can see it so loud and clear. We want to welcome in the low carb queen. Is LCQ had a birthday yesterday. Yes, a friend. Yes. So welcome in. We welcome now. Kitty K calls herself a woman of a particular age, y'all. I say it all the time. I say it all. It's one of my calling cards, and Kitty K has many of those. Do you have one? You probably better get you one, y'all. But when I saw this right here, a brother of a certain age, I said, look at there. I got to see who this is, a friend. So welcome in a brother of a certain age. Yes. It looks like a brother of a certain age is locked in with Melinda G as well as am I. Yes, friends. Yes. So I love your channel name, a brother of a certain age. And that's why I put you up so everybody can see your channel name, a friend. Welcome in. Friends, Melinda G is going to give us some content today for day 16 of Vlogtober. Friends, I'm doing live streams today. I did one this morning. It's a meal prep Monday. Melinda G, it's been one of those weeks. I thought today was Monday, Melinda G. I had to change the title. I said, oops, it's meal prep Monday on a Thursday.
That's it. Simple. Look, were those apples good, girl? I was like, I want me some apples now. And Galas are my favorite apples.
I love the Gala apple. And my apples always come from Sam's Club or from Costco. And because they are grown in the great state of Washington. Yes. So I love those Gala apples. And y'all, they're cheap and they're historically very sweet. When you talk about the sweetness scale from tart to sweet for apples, go with Gala. And I love Gala apples. Yes, they were good. They were sweet. I put them in my oatmeal. And so I'm going to have them for snacking later in these, what I call the witching hours. Because y'all know I'm a woman of a particular age. And y'all, it's like something just be saying, girl, you need something a little bit sweet. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to pull out my apples then. Yes, for my snack in the evening hours. Hey there, Brian. Y'all check out Brian Sports and Entertainment. Welcome, friend. Glad to see you in these YouTube streets. Friends, we are just going to, let me remind you, friends, I want you to join me this evening for Coffee and Conversations. We are welcoming Elegant Creations. Y'all, she's talking all things feminine health and wellness. Y'all, she is a content creator. She is a business owner as well. In addition to being a new content creator in these YouTube streets, y'all join me this evening. Check the thumbnail for the start time on that. But this evening, join me for that special Coffee and Conversations with this content creator in these YouTube streets. Friends, let's just, as we get ready to wind things down here, my co-host and I, we're going to take you through these last few pro tips, if you will, as we take a look at things you should know about Vlogtober. Vlogtober is what you make it. And so if you need to restart your Vlogtober efforts and your Vlogtober goals, just start and stay consistent. I'm going to say this next one. It is practice. Think of it. It's not a final exam. Okay. There's no perfection in content creation. We're just trying to learn more and do more and try new things. Right. Melinda G, as my co-host today. Melinda, share with us what some of your October content creation goals are concerning Vlogtober.
One is definitely to be consistent, making sure I follow through with responding to my comments, making sure I do it in a timely manner. Because I feel that if
Gets into your playlist, because y'all, these days are rolling on. These days are getting shorter. They're feeling shorter because it's getting darker earlier. Double check that all of your Vlogtober content today, that you put it in one place so that viewers, subscribers, or even members can binge watch your content and continue to watch your content so you can grow those watch hours that we all need. Y'all celebrate the wins and then remember your superpowers. Y'all, Melinda G's got a winning personality. She shared so transparently what caused her to restart and start this YouTube channel after. Yeah, I want you to get over to her content, because I want you to see the reason why. I want you to watch it and experience it and comment on it. Do that for me, and let Melinda G know that Kendi K sent you over, that you saw her for co-hosting this stream with me today. Remember your superpowers, y'all. The superpowers, y'all, are simple. It's you. You are your brand, friend. You are your brand. It is your story, and it is your vibe. And it is for those reasons. Think about your subscriber count. It is for those reasons that every person has subscribed to you. Treat them with kindness, and they'll respond to you with the same kindness. What you put out into these YouTube streets is exactly what you're going to get back. I found that to be very true. I found that to be very, very, very true. What do you think about that idea of your superpowers or your story and your brand, Melinda G? What do you think about that?
I think a lot about it. Like you said, what you see is what you get, but I want you to see the authentic me. This is real life me. Because at one point I was hesitant to post things. But I was like, if I'm going through it, if I'm living it, somebody else is. And I want to definitely be a source of encouragement to someone.
You are so transparent, and you are so just real, right? Not this perfect that, perfect that. Friends, everybody knows our lives are not like that. Our lives are filled with everything. Things come up, friends. Life's, and there is no perfection in living. So the fact that you share so much, that is what's going to grow your audience, is your transparency, and you're just being real about whatever you're being real with. We want to thank Melinda G for co-hosting this stream with us. Y'all, remember, whatever you're doing for Vlogtober, keep doing it. Do more. Challenge yourself. Maybe say, hey, by the end of this week, it's already Thursday afternoon, so by the end of this week, maybe I'm gonna make sure I get out another long format video just by the end of this week, y'all. If you can't keep up, like if you're like Kendi K and you just cannot, that's too high of a bar for me at this moment, for me to pull out a vlog every day for 31 days. Can't do it. Sorry, I cannot. I know I cannot. So what I did do was I set goals that were consistent for me. What I can do is put out new content every day, because it might be a short. It might be me just posting a community post, which might just be a reminder about my live stream coming up, or Shoptalk coming up, or Coffee and Conversations. I've got an interview coming up this evening. So I am putting out new, fresh content every day, but it doesn't all have to be long format vlogs, y'all. You make it into something that is usable for you, and celebrate the wins along the way. Friends, I want to honor our guest, Melinda G. We're going to give you the last word to talk about anything you want, talk about your channel. Just share with whoever you want, friends. Make them want to come click over and find your channel in these YouTube streets.
Well, I love to laugh. I love music. I enjoy cleaning and family life. Family is important to me, because without family, I need my family.
Yes.
I love outside. Fall is my favorite season. Me and fall go together bad. So just get out there and enjoy life. Enjoy this beautiful weather that we have, because when it's hot, and when it's cold, it's cold. So fall is just that perfect, in my opinion, the perfect in between.
Are you still doing your air conditioning?
Yeah, we got to get a new system. Got to get a new system.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to turn mine off. I tried to do it like the first day of October. And it seems like I probably had more hot flashes that day than any day since. But I'm gonna try again to ease back off because I can still just plug in my fan if needed, and then yeah, in the next 30 minutes or an hour, I might be cold. I might be layered up in jackets, and y'all, it's a mess. It's a mess.
Yeah, my ceiling fan runs 24/7.
Thank God for these ceiling fans.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall. If the air conditioner's on, the fan is going. If the heat is on, that fan is going. These personal summers that I be having take you out. They take me out. They take me out.
Yes, yeah. I love how you phrase that. Personal summers. I'm over here having a personal summer. Yes. But I feel really good right now. So things are perfect now. So I think I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to turn off my HVAC system and give my light, gas, and water bill a break for about 30 days. Hopefully, before I have to initiate the heat. For the heating and cooling, I'm gonna have to initiate the heat part of that. But y'all, so we'll see if we can get it done. Y'all, thank you for rocking and riding with me in these YouTube streets. I appreciate you for joining me for this episode of Shop Talk. Y'all, we're up to episode 37. Thank you. Goodbye for now.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Kendi.